All right, here we go. It is time for the Week 13 test videos. I know you look forward to these every week. So we're going to have 5 videos because there were 5 separate problem sets on this. This is the first. This is 13-1. And we're going to remind you, even though you just took this and so you know it, but I'm going to remind you this is an A question, which means you're going to see it 2 more times. So if you didn't get it right this time, don't spend any emotion on frustration. Spend all that energy on figuring out what you need to do so you're more successful the next time. Okay, so Sarah's baking brownies for her bake sale. By the way, Sarah's my daughter's name with an H. She needs 1/4 cup of sugar for 3/4 batch of brownies. Letter A, write a proportion you could use to find how many cups of sugar is needed for 1 batch of brownies. So whenever we write these proportions, we've talked about this in class, it is the ingredients over the thing that you're making. So it's over the task. So it could be sugar over brownies. It could be Fred can build 3/4 of a doghouse in 1/2 hour. So the ingredients is the doghouse, or is the half hour, is the time, and the task would be the doghouse. So if it says Fred can build 3/4 of a doghouse in a half hour, how long to build in a whole doghouse? It would be a half hour over the 3/4 equals x over 1. This is always going to equal, if it says in a whole item, it's always going to equal x over 1. So in this particular case, we have 1/4 of a cup of sugar, that's the ingredient, for 3/4 of a batch of brownies, that's the task, is brownies, equals how much sugar to make a full batch, because that's the question. Find out how many cups of sugar are needed for 1 batch of brownies. The second part of this question says how many cups of sugar does it take? So we know the proportion now. So we're going to solve this proportion by using cross multiplication. We're going to take 1/4 over 3/4 equals x over 1. We're going to cross multiply. 1/4 times 1 is 1/4. 3/4 times x is 3/4 x. We're going to divide everything by the coefficient. So the coefficient here is 3/4. 3/4. Once again, we know we do this right because we see that big 1. So now what we have is 1/4 divided by 3/4 is equal to x. We need to change this division into multiplying by the reciprocal, so it becomes 1/4 times 4/3. We can cross cancel the 4's, and we end up with 1/3 cup. So there's our final answer. It will take 1/3 cup of sugar to do the entire batch of brownies. Okay, so look that over, match it up against your test. If you didn't get it right and you can see now what you did wrong, great. If you can't see what you did wrong, then you need to ask some questions in class. And remember, this will be on 2 more tests, week 14 and week 15.